All right, what's up? It's Beyond the Road podcast, and we back. I know it's been a minute. I'm Kwame. This is
Boy Lonzo. Good to see you guys. Was gone for a minute. But
yeah, man. We in it again. So yeah, man. Tell us like what you've been up to, dude.
So the last podcast said I was going to go on a trip to Japan, and I recorded the whole trip on YouTube. But I was gone for 3 weeks trying to hit Kwame up. The time zones are like different, like 16-hour differences. It's like I'm texting him at like 2 a.m. so he could get the messages. But we're back, ready to get back on the podcast grind. And there's been a lot of news going on in the jiu-jitsu community. You got CJI, got a lot of competitors coming in. So it's like a big thing. Plus, we have a new gym, or kind of like migrated gyms. The other podcast, we had a different environment. So now expect more podcasts here. So
yeah. I've been up to, man. Well, my kids, they're on summer vacation right now, so my schedule changed too. Still been training. Yeah, man, just working out and trying to prepare for my first competition. So far, it's looking like August, unless something else pops up, I don't really know. But it's going to be in Santa Cruz, so I look forward to that. And I look forward to getting back on this mic and making more podcasts. We just finished training, afternoon, Tascadero, Gracie Baja. Feels great, man. Yeah, dude, it's just excited to be in this jiu-jitsu game, bro.
yeah, dude, it's when you messaged me over there in Japan, you were saying you were interested in competing, and I was talking to my vlog the other day too. I haven't posted it yet, but I was thinking about the same thing, just joining you and just starting to compete. I know we're white belts, we're just starting, but I think the sooner we get in there, we start competing just to see where we're at. I think it'll be better for the school, it'll be better for everybody else, and plus with the podcast, we'll have more experience and be able to share that journey with you guys. If you guys haven't started, or if you guys are started, or if you guys been here for a long time, might as well just have some more content around the jiu-jitsu community, because I think it's growing pretty big, and I think it'll be dope to share.
Yeah, for sure. I was a little nervous about, competing and stuff like that, but after hearing our professor talk about, having to test yourself and, see where you stand, we train hard with each other all day. We tap each other. All right, Steve. We're going at each other, choking each other out, arm bar, this and that. We go hard on each other. It's like, why not go test and get the gym name out there? Like he said, I think it'll get more people to sign up, because I remember going into GB in Paso and seeing all the medals on there, seeing the posts, people standing in the podium, getting the medals. And it's something that I want to do now, because I feel like I'm going to regret it if I don't do it later, when I'm older, retired. And I look back and like, man, I never competed. I never tried. But I think it'll be cool if we can like do like little training camp or something. We'll film that. Maybe we'll go run in the hills.
Yeah.
Lift some weights and go on a bike ride. Train like it's a real deal, man. I'm down with that, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I feel like jiu-jitsu is like you really test yourself every day you come in. Like there's always new possibilities where you're able to see like when you're failing, and not to get too discouraged, and to keep on trying your best. And like Kwame said, competition is probably the best way to prove that. Just to see where you're at, how you are under pressure, just how you are, and develop yourself as like a person, Because I feel like jiu-jitsu's helped me and it helped others get to that, have more self-confidence in themselves, and just helping everybody out. So I think it's pretty dope. So
hell yeah. So
that date for that.
I'll post the date in the description, but it's around. I believe it's in August. And I know it seems like it's far away, but I just want to be at my best, you know what I mean? And I'll post it in there, and then if you guys are like in GB, you guys want to represent, because they do give out a trophy for the team. I don't really know how the points work, but they give out team trophies and individual. So if we can go there and bring back a trophy with, for the team, that's dope, man.
Hell yeah, have Kwame represent the work community, bro. This bro is grinding, he's working. And he's coming to jiu-jitsu and getting that physical work in. So I think he'll set a good example for the people out there.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they don't have enough time. They got work, they got kids.
Yeah.
And he's got all of it on his plate, and he's still trying to push himself. So I think it's super awesome that we're able to share that with others.
Yeah. So I think that's cool too. Yeah. Because some people tell me they're like, oh, I'm too old, or I don't have enough time, and there's no excuse. You can find the time. Like I said, there's multiple times you can come in. At minimum 2 times a week, but 3's optimal. You can do more. But yeah, like you said, man, I'm working full time. I got 2 kids, and
not easy, man.
I'm no fucking spring chicken. You know, I'm 37, so it's like,
Sheesh.
you know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to be the best I can be out here, and hopefully bring home that gold. Next time you see me in a couple months, I'll have that gold chain around me. You know what I mean? 2 chains with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think it's dope that the whole like fight camp video type thing. I always watch those like those boxing pay-per-view, like having Pacquiao getting ready, kind of like having the music and all that stuff. I think that would be pretty dope. Just to, you know, put that on yourself. Make sure there is pressure, but it's all really in the mind, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So just really testing yourself. But yeah. So with the 3 weeks that you've been gone, like what do you feel like has changed besides the gym? You said the kids. Is there like anything with jiu-jitsu wise that I missed out on?
As far as training in the gym?
Yeah, just training pretty much.
I think, you know, since we combined gyms with GB, Paso and Tascadero, a lot more people, a lot more bodies, and there's more heavyweights for us to train against, which we really need more bigger people.
For real.
So we can test that out. Also, you know, different sizes. Some people got speed, stamina, quickness, you know, the little shorter limbs. I mean, you got to know how to go against all different body types, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flexibility. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, we got Anthony here, you know, brown belt now, killing it in the game.
Oh, man.
And, you know, his brother, AJ, of course, that he's down here all the time. Every time I come, it's like, it's crazy. It's like, who would ever thought, you know, Tascadero, like, you know, you getting that. Like, so, like they're saying, you know what I mean? This place is, as soon as they know he's here, this place can get flooded, you know?
Yeah, we have no excuses not to do our best and not take advantage of, you know, their time.
Yeah.
And just really commit ourselves to, you know, doing our best. And I had the chance to train over there once in Japan while I was going over there. And, dude, it was like, I mean, obviously it's going to be completely different. It's in a different country. But this just shows how awesome, you know, the GB community is. I walked in, went up the elevator. I had my bag with me. And they didn't even speak the same language. They're like, "You're GB?" I'm like, "I'm GB." He's like, "All right, come on."
Dang.
Pretty much. So it was super dope. But all the people who train there in Japan are super serious. Like, you can tell that they're listening. They're not really goofing around. And they're really trying to learn. They're really, like, pushing themselves. Like, they're doing all these drills, passing drills, pushing over, like, hopping over side to side. Like, they're exhausted, and they're still doing it. So it just shows you that it doesn't even matter where you're at. There's people across the world trying to have, like, the same goal, trying to work towards the same thing. So it's, like, really motivating being there. And just that community is, like, anywhere. You don't have to speak the same language. It's just, it's there for you to work, and people appreciate, you know, you being there and doing your best. So
That's pretty
I
dope.
thought it was freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah. The other thing that's changed is I might be mixing in some boxing, man, some striking.
Oh,
One of my
shit.
coworkers has a gym in Salinas, and really, really good boxing gym. A lot of, like, good fighters there, and they keep telling me to go. So I might do that a little bit, but probably, like, I'm not sure when. Probably in a couple months after I do the tournament.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to mix in some striking. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just in case, you know, I gotta.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I think it's good too
I
to
think it's good.
incorporate more like that martial art mindset of just adding different styles and learning, starting from the beginning. I think it's always good for, you know, for you. Even though if you're experienced in one field, you go to another, you have to kind of reset and, you know, work from there. So I think it'd be cool if you start
It's like
practicing.
Bruce Lee, man.
Hell yeah.
You know, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I just been training, working out, still eating good, spend time with my family, and just, you know, staying focused, trying to do something active every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm not training, lifting weights, riding a bike, on a treadmill, running around with my kids, just constantly, you know. And then, I built I was fortunate enough to get some mats from the last gym, but then I got a dummy. I got a jiu-jitsu dummy. So I just been doing, like, arm bars in there, triangle, and just like, you know, passing the guard. So I'll let you check it out. I don't know if it was a good idea or bad idea. I don't know.
I think it's good, dude.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's. I wish I could. I mean, I could still, you know, do stuff like that. But when I was in Japan, I was noticing, like, man, I'm trying to train, dude. Like, I was over there for like 3 weeks.
I don't know how you
I
did
trained
it.
one day, and I was like, I don't know, I felt like a crackhead, just like thinking
Yeah.
about jujitsu. I'm like, what is going on with me, dude? Why am I? I'm like trying to think about, like, I'm on the subway, and I'm like shaking. I'm like, okay, could keep balance here. You have to kind of on the subways move. So I'm like, I'm just like thinking like that, which it's like completely different from what I'm used to. But now it's like, you know, having that mindset of constantly trying to, like, improve and try to work with what you got. It was just awesome just to be able to come back and to train. Like when I came back, I got my ass beat like bad, dude. I'm like, all right, gotta get back
Yeah.
back on that wagon, because
Oh,
even
yeah.
driving, dude. Like I was driving, I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, so yeah.
I can't even. I'm like not even driving smoothly. I feel all like off. So now I
Yeah,
went back.
so it was 3 weeks at least, right?
Yeah.
No driving.
No driving, just all subway, walking,
Shit.
all that
Don't
stuff.
really need a car out there, huh?
No, you don't.
Really?
That was
Maybe
our main
a bike
source
or
of
scooter or
Mhm.
something?
They had bikes, scooters, but no, like taxis. Just taxis are on the road pretty much.
Then you should tell people about that the sumo.
Yeah, dude. I was able to go check out a sumo stable, and dude, their training is insane. Like it's like they give it everything they got. They pretty much live there. They eat the same meal every day, and they train twice a day, and they give it everything they got. You could tell there's no like conserving energy for the next round. They're just like trying their best. And I noticed some of the language, like they'll say os,
Yeah.
and they would like they'll compete. They'll go against each other, push the other one out the circle,
Mhm.
and then the winner chooses who they
No
want
way.
next. So everybody comes towards them, and they're like, "Fight me next," and then he picks, and then they just go, and the winner stays.
Damn.
So it's like super awesome, dude. It's just we're sitting on the ground, and like on like crisscross. I saw my hips start getting all tight because we're there for like 2 hours. But I'm like, I'd rather be here than over there, because they're freaking. They're putting themselves on the line, dude. And they start young, dude. Like they're 2005, 2008, 2007.
Wow.
Like they really commit themselves to that sport, and I want to bring some of that energy back here to just show, like, because there's always room for improvement. I think so. I think so.
Sick.
I think that would even with the podcast coming back, I'm sure we're gonna feel a little bit rusty, but once we start getting in the groove, we'll be all right. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like, comment. But if you guys can share the podcast, be like, oh, these guys at GB, I don't know what they're doing, but they have a podcast. Shout us out, dude.
Shout us out.
Get us out there, and we'll just talk about new stuff in the jiu-jitsu community. You got that CJI tournament. If you want to talk about that for a little bit, you got some big names coming in, and it's $1 million tournament for jiu-jitsu. So I definitely bring a lot more eyes to the sport. It's going to be free on YouTube, and I think that'll be cool if you want to talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit because I know you got to bounce, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it seems like everybody's hopping on the bandwagon now, man. Everyone's.
It just seems like Mika Galvao is the only one who's like really big name that's like sticking with ADCC, which I feel like is good, because it's like there has to be some type of, not everybody could just dip right away, but I feel like they really wanted Mika, so I
Yeah.
feel like that's good to have both organizations. You compete Nike, Adidas, just to see who has the best best thing going on at the time. So I do gotta bounce out though, unfortunately. But
Yeah, we'll talk more about it, but I mean, it's still coming up, right? Like a couple months for that, or what?
yeah, there's August, I believe.
Yeah, so we got
August.
time. We'll get onto it.
For sure.
But in the meantime, we'll roll out. We just wanted to let you guys know that we're still doing the podcast.
Yes, sir.
We're not leaving. We ain't going nowhere.
No, sir.
We're going to be back on it, dropping that heat. A lot of cool stuff. But yeah, man. Peace.
We'll catch you guys. See you guys on the next one. Peace.